Alright, today we're going to go over how to remove a tire. The first thing you got to do to remove the tire is let the air out of the tire. And the best way to do that is to use a Schrader valve removal tool. And you use this part right here. So you remove the cap if it has a protective cap from the Schrader valve. Then you put this part down in there, and the little drop down area will engage in the Schrader valve, and you unscrew it clockwise. And then the Schrader valve comes out. You can see how it fits in the tool. When you do that, you can hear the air coming out of the valve stem at that point in time. So I'm going to set this to the side. Now once the air is out of the tire, the next step is to break the bead of the tire loose from the rim. The bead will always be kind of stuck to the rim. On this particular tire machine right here, we have a tool that is referred to as the shovel. So we will take that shovel and we will put it right in here. It might be kind of hard for me to show on video, but we're going to put it right in here. It's going to squeeze the tire, and that's going to break the bead loose. So I'm going to try to get the camera set up. Now you can see where I got the shovel. The main thing you need to be careful of is that you don't get the shovel on the wheel. You don't want to hit on the wheel because you could bend the wheel. So the shovel needs to be as close to the wheel as possible, but pressing on the tire. Now, on this particular machine here, we have some buttons down at the bottom, and this right here will cause that shovel, whenever I press on that button, that will cause the shovel to press into the tire. So I'm going to do that. You're not going to be able to see that in the video, but I'm going to press that with my foot. Okay, so I broke the bead loose on this side. Now I'm going to flip the tire around. And I'm going to once again break this bead loose. So now I have both beads broke loose on the tire. Sorry about the rock in there. Alright, so I've got both beads broke on the tire. Now I'm going to pick the tire up and put it on the tire machine. You want to protect your back as much as you can. The best way I've found to do this is kind of to roll the tire up my body. I put my knee down there. I know you can't see that. Flip it around and lay it on there. Now I've got to press down, and whenever I press down, I'm also going to, right here, we have a clamping button down at the bottom, and I'm going to mash that, and some fingers will come out and they will hold the rim. So I'll push the rim down, and now it's attached to the tire machine. Alright, the next step is I need my tire spoon or tire iron. I like this one right here that has this little curve on it. This is probably my favorite one to use, this little curve, because it catches up under the tire. I'm going to drop this down. This is referred to as a duck bill. It kind of sits on the edge of the wheel. I'll get you up close where you can see that. I'm going to stick my tire iron right here. It's going to go down in there and get below the bead, and then I'm going to flip it up. Now this is probably one of the most important steps of removing a tire easy. When I go to pull this tire iron over the duck bill, I need to press down on the side of the tire that's closest to me. What that does is that puts the tire in the drop center of the wheel. So I'm going to press down, and it's easy to do that. If you don't press down and put the tire in the drop center, you're actually trying to stretch the tire to make it bigger than the wheel to get it off. Now once I have that up here on my duck bill, I have a button down at the bottom that says rotation. Right there, there's going to be the black button that goes up under. And what that is going to do is it's going to spin the tire. Cool. All right, so that happens. My tire spoon came out of my tire, so I'm going to try it again. Again, press down on the drop center. There we go. This time the tire stayed up under the duck bill. And we have the top half of the tire loose. I got to do the same thing. I got to put my tire under the bottom beam. Now this time, instead of pushing down, I'm going to pick up on the tire to put it in the drop center. Get the tire spoon under it, pull up on the back. And I'm going to hit my rotation knob. The tire comes around and it comes off. Lift this up. Take my tire. Let me show you the drop center where you understand the importance of that. So if you see right here this wheel, if I get you a sideways view, you can see how this wheel cuts in. That part right there is called the drop center. And that allows the tire to move that way when you're trying to pull it up over this way. Otherwise, you'll be trying to stretch the tire and all you're really going to do is break it. So it's critical that when you're pulling the tire over the edge of the rim that you have the opposite side in the drop center of the wheel.